That everybody?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I know Kyle's not a game, but he's probably here.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Showed up and then he went silent.
Oh, is your mic muted by mistake again, Kyle?
I think that was it.
It's
No, that was me
Oh shit.
Oh,
falling over.
I got that screen resolution issue. I think the game will still work though.
What do you mean screen resolution issue?
When you play on an older laptop, Foundry says it requires a minimum resolution quality, so I may experience some features not working properly.
Don't worry, I need you guys to mostly just zoom into this section here and never really look away. That's all you're going to be dealing with.
Fair enough.
Alright, we got
Sorry,
everybody.
I was getting pizza.
Cool.
Pizza.
Well, after coming out of forest, now healed by your actions, you stop off in an old logging village along
No.
the railway. The folk living there take you in with a smile and open arms. Then, with a good rest and a hearty breakfast the next day, you all moved on. The uncapped railway eventually ended at the Prosper City Raystone. And fuck it, I'll put you there now. I like this map. I saw it immediately and knew where it was going to go. There are tons of travelers, kind of like yourself, coming in. Some were even like ahead of you on the railway. And as you come in from the north,
Hang on a second. We don't see anything.
yeah, it's just
We
a
don't have
black
tokens, so we can't see.
page.
all right, I just added the thing, so here,
Yeah, it's-
bam, save. I forgot about that. I'll
There
put
we
it in
go.
the other
It's all
one.
good.
So here you
That's a nice black
Nice.
screen right there.
are.
It's
Yep.
loaded for me.
You'll come in. So yeah, lots of travelers. Some of them like similar to you in terms of the assortment of gear and the diversity. You get in and find that the city is preparing soon for the Call of Valor to start. It's a hunt to honor the hero of valor, a champion of Raystone, who was once known to hunt the great beasts to provide this town with food when it was a bit small. Once every few years, this hunt went out in the region to the south of town, and whoever bred the largest beast won. As you're kind of walking through, you're like, well, how can you hunt every so often? And eventually, there's not gonna be nothing. Like, he's like, no, some guys, like, you'd think this would have issues, but by golly, these beasts have only been getting bigger. The hero of valor used to hunt the rots that lived in the forest, but they left the region long ago. We have to make do with what we have. Sure, you're here? In this nice town. What would you like to do? It's like a festival.
Yeah, I still can't see the nice town, but I don't know if I'm
Well,
supposed
then
to.
reload.
Yeah, you might have to just do a quick reload.
For
Very
the
nice
idea is,
circle with two large ponds.
as you coming in, this thing is like this is gonna be a week of like partying. Well, 4 of the days a hunt is going to take place, and those people are going to go out while everyone else continues to party.
I like how
There's
like. Sorry, go ahead.
no,
Sorry.
there's mini games. It's all sorts of shit you can find and celebration.
Doya likes
So, like,
games.
for
She'll
a few
probably go
days,
for those as
and
well.
then it'll be the hunt. So at least the top competitors can participate in the games for a couple days, and then on the final day is when the hunt is kind of tallied up. But yeah, where would you like to go? You also have someone you're here for. You do need to find a particular
right.
person. You were given an address.
I don't know this, but I remember this.
Yes, and it's an address. I'm not gonna say it's an address. You'll be fine. As some of you just come into the town and start poking around, you get to the city square. Those who are here, make a perception check, which would be Grewin, Doya, fucking not Dolrich.
Not Delric.
I'm sorry, especially having the
Arvin.
2 of you.
Ooh.
Doya and Grewin are for once very perceptive.
Yep.
Grewin at least is.
Thanks to Doya's shield, she can be perceptive.
It clearly likes parties.
Arvin, you don't
Perfect.
see too much. There's a ton of people here. It's some of you spot like there's a lizard folk with like a big longbow. He's kind of handing with a group of 4 others. There's like 7 gnomes walking past. Just a bunch of different people. But Rewin and Doya, you're able to spot 2 people kind of just standing around, like waiting. And that is, you recognize them as Elnon and Goon, who on your end were told to come here by a particular individual who's kind of your boss and just wait at this time and your friends will show up. Char decided not to come. She's staying back at Che Falls where she had reunited with an old friend. So it's just you 2 guys. You had made the trip. It's like a 2-day trip up here. I can only imagine how fun that was. Since Goon had to come in, bring the message to Alnon, and then the 2 of you continued forward, basically like with mounts.
Oh, okay, so it was a 2-day trip on mounts.
Yes, you didn't. It would have been a bit further.
So anyway, that's the story of how I fell off. the
Hey,
cliff and I was kinda hung
friends!
Over here. Oh,
Oh, thank you, God.
It's Goon. How you
Did you repeat
doing?
the fucking story?
Doya kind of trots over. She looks
runs
happy.
Over and tackle hugs you.
Hang on, I was
Strength.
yes, yes. Could I?
Doy, don't worry about it.
Strength or athletics?
Your choice.
Then I'll do athletics.
Doya just kind of chest bumps them out of the way.
Yeah, like a wall. You hit a wall that is Doya.
That's fair.
Good thing she's a turtle.
Yeah.
It's like a fly that hits a window.
Hits and hits and bruises actually as you smash into her and you like kind of like window pane or bug on the. You're like, oh hey, this is a new scratch. Your face up against the shell.
Now what thing?
Doy hugs him.
Here. Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too.
What have you been up to?
We saved the forest. It was awesome.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm glad. So,
Oh,
would you like to participate in a contest I heard about earlier? Later today?
what's the contest?
A pie eating competition?
Pies are
on about it
delicious.
since you got here.
Yes. I would love to go into this competition. Where is it
eating
at?
pies it's over there somewhere around.
Oh,
Figure it
we
out.
gotta find it.
But it's wonderful eating pies, but like imagine winning at eating pies and therefore getting paid to eat pies all night. You're missing out, see? Yeah.
We get paid?
Oh yeah.
If you win.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm all
Plus-
for
plus
it.
You get bragging rights.
Yeah.
Periodic bragging.
Arvin would ask Greywin, is this one of your compatriots?
On an out of character level, I'm actually trying to decide if Gree would have met Goon. Because I think
Briefly?
that
Probably
was.
not. Or
Very briefly, if anything.
Alright, and she'll look
Cal
at
think
doesn't like
Alnon,
answering
yes.
himself, yeah.
Yeah, Alnon she knows. Because Alnon was at the banquet when she met back up with the groups. She knows him. But Goon, yeah, she's like, I know, points at Alnon, I know he's one of us. But I don't know about the other one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dory. Who is this?
He's talking about Alnan, right?
No, Ruben.
Greenwood is our friend too. She's very
I'm
brave.
I'm so sorry. It's very rude of me not to introduce myself. Name's Gene. Jim Jane. He offers his hand to shake for you.
She'll.
It's
It's
important to
kinda-
point out he is straight redneck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
I'm
dropped
gathering
his
from the
token on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Blow it up.
I'm
Don't
not
ask
gonna
him.
bother. It's not as easy. I'm not
Don't
gonna.
ask him about any fish he's caught. They're all that big.
Yeah,
How big?
about yay.
Whoa.
Gree's been around enough crazy people that she's mostly not staring and just shakes the hand too.
It's one way. A friend of Doy's is a friend of mine. You know, we want to try something like gator stew. I've been meaning to make some of that for Doy. I wonder if I could wrestle some gators up in here.
I'll put my hand out as well, and I'll say I'm Arvin Underfury. I'm new to the group.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Arvin. I'm sure you heard. Goonji.
You did
Master
meet
Illustrious.
You have, both of you have met him before.
Oh, well, wait, no, didn't I meet him when he was Doric?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... Goon doesn't fuck notice.
Doesn't know his
I
work.
think, I think I've missed a couple things. What?
Well, this is exactly perfect.
So he looks like Doric.
It is
There.
Dolrit as far as that jerk as far as you know, but he seems
Still
a
has
little.
the blue sweater on. White,
Yeah,
blue or
it's a-
white.
His demeanor's shifted a bit, and clearly calling himself a new name.
Alden would just look at him skeptically and be like, "Nice to meet."
If anyone, Marble goes, no, it's fine.
I was just thinking we look around and he's
He's there.
gone into the shadows, pickpocketing all the people
I'll say Smear probably went out to find a place, but Marble's kind of there.
to preach. Yeah.
So yeah, the fact that Marble, if anybody, is giving him, since he has been for the most part on your side, like nah, it's that's all you get.
Just to
Some-
save any awkwardness, may have experienced some mind wiping at some point and created a alter ego. You may have met this Dulric character who's actually a character from my childhood storybooks. So,
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
no, go ahead. That's it.
I was saying, make a history check. Pro. As you start like thinking,
It's been a minute.
we'll just see how widespread the book is.
History check. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
No, you never heard of that book character, but
But I am from a different part
you're
of the
from a
world,
different
too.
country. Yeah, like completely different.
Quite a ways away.
Probably just hasn't come across Alden's table before.
I don't. I'm assuming by your demeanor that he's probably
An asshole.
said. I've been getting that quite a bit. Maybe just do me the honor of giving me a clean slate and maybe judge me from here on.
This particular version of him we like. He's much nicer.
Alright, we can start with one thing. My name is Alnin. Remember it.
Alden, that's simple enough.
Be surprised.
Apparently, I wasn't good with the names either. Interesting.
I think you were good with names. I think he just didn't care about names.
Well, quite a bit going on in this city. I couldn't help but notice, Greywin, that they seem to worship one of the heroes of old here. We might be able to find maybe a lead on your journal if we grease the right palms or flip over the right stone, perhaps.
It's
Well, I'm good at
possible.
stone flipping. They got one of those competitions too. See how far you can flip a stone down the way.
We've killed
Go
some
on.
interesting things over the last couple days. We might be able to win this competition.
It'll be nice to take it easy for a bit.
I don't mean right away. I mean, if you're going to be partaking in a pie eating contest, you'll need at least a couple hours to digest and
Ah. Make my belly as empty as possible. I got you.
Can't be any worse
Yes.
than the banquet.
Don't say that too loud.
That banquet wasn't too bad. It was a pretty interesting experience, to be sure. Though it wasn't very fun being attacked by a piano. Or
That was one of the
chairs.
first times I've been to a banquet in the
Or tables.
yes, the everything the food and the things you sit on tend to not try to eat you at banquets.
Done correctly, no.
And what brought you two all the way out here? I'm to understand that our place of, or, I hesitate to say we, as I feel like I'm not fully a member of this group, but you have a home in a city north of here? So what brought you all the way down here? I'm speaking to Goon and Alnan.
Instructed us to come here, I assume, to meet up with you.
Or do you mean like a more grander why we come here? Because, you know, there I was sitting back in the swamp, and I was thinking I could really use a higher degree of learnings from to get better at the illustrations. So I decided to come out here to go to school. But then, what do you know? Had too much hay, fell off the boat, lost all our life savings. I'll have to go find that at some point. But anyway, then I had to swim on over to shore, and he's just gonna ramble on.
I can teach you to read.
I can read.
Oh,
I can read just fine, but sometimes the lush, yeah, it's you just see through it. I mean, it's not good.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Hey, not a lot of people do.
I meant, I guess, not
It's
so much a
burden to be
grand
cursed
thing.
with
Like,
this intellect.
what task did this patron of yours
Oh,
task you
that's.
with?
Oh, he told us to come stand here until about high noon. And then y'all showed up. I guess that might have been the plan. I guess that means we're free. Go do whatever the hell we want now.
Ah. Okay.
I would say, actually, I forgot to say, while they were gone, Goon, you had gotten a job from this older gentleman, pretty stout. He had come to the door once and be like, "Hey, can you look into this thing for me? I guess a house had had some disappearances, and then it eventually the house got taken and then sold by the city, and then someone else disappeared. So it was like, hey, go check that out." And basically, you just found that there was like a plant out in the back that was just eating people. So you just beat it up.
Beat up.
Yep.
Can I keep the plant?
I mean, it would just eat you. It was one of those. For Goon, well, actually, Goon might actually have known. It was one of those poisonous triflower fawns
Let me hold
that
yeah,
sprayed
let me roll.
three.
Let me,
Well,
let me
it's
roll
out. It is a plant specifically from
Ooh.
perfect from the east of Calabria that was like, what's it doing here? It was probably taken and brought here. You've run into this, and you know, like, these things are actually bad news. And there was another plant that was actually just eating people and like burying and taking them under the ground. So that's little investigation is how you got a little bit more experience than not.
Okay.
Justification.
So you're saying Goon single-handedly uncovered a
A
black
level
market?
2 plot that you guys didn't do.
Fair enough. I was just going to point out that he more or less uncovered solo-handed
No, it was just a level.
an underground black market like ring
No.
devoted to illegal plants, which I think is fucking hilarious.
No,
Oh my
you
god.
just found a level 2 plot that you just never did.
I kind of imagine it just as like
That was just still a problem.
Mario found the fire plant and just threw fireballs at the piranha plants. Bopped them on the head, and that's basically it.
What works, works.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all here together. What's our next action?
Honestly, have no idea. Yeah, after we were told to come here, we didn't have any further instructions. What are you
To
all here
help
for?
them with the task that he was initially told to help with. It's like, go there, meet them there. I said, how did he know for us to meet him there? That's weird. And then it happened, and then they were there exactly when he told you to do it.
Oh, okay, so there were further instructions. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was like, you're there to help them. Since
Who
you're,
spoke to?
That's fair.
it would have been just a message, like a note. He never. It would have been a note
No, but we were
delivered.
given the task in person, weren't we?
Yes, you guys were, and then they were given a note from Dune to Pra, and Pra, and you guys came over here.
Okay, so like essentially though, like Doya and Greywin and myself, well, Dolric
Everybody
and Marble
should know.
knows that we're
After-
here to find this dude.
Yeah, and Pra, you were there initially when he told you guys before you left the city and got on the railroad to come to this region that you're here to meet a guy. I forgot the name, and unless Brew, I think Brew, you said you didn't. Kyle and Pra, did you have a notes for what his name is? Otherwise, I've renamed him.
I most certainly do not have any notes.
Man, I was looking at for it this morning. It's like, fuck, did I just not write it down?
I think
Because
his
it's a
name was
new person.
Mr. McGuffin.
I don't think so.
You
I
don't-
gave
okay.
him a real name when you were actually given the railway
Oh,
tickets
Michael
here.
McGuffin. I'm sorry.
Tiddlywinks, terror of the deep.
Stormy Gun, Dark Lord of all. No, I don't remember.
That's
Okay.
fine. I did not get notes.
I don't have it either. I went and looked.
I'm hesitant to give any suggestions just because from the conversations I've had, it's something Dolric liked to do.
Well, if you're
So I-
actually going to be proactive in your suggestions, then feel free to shoot.
We have the address, and we know there's a lot going on in this town. Perhaps we just case the joint, if for lack of a better phrase, to see if he's in there. What was your task? Were we just to talk to this individual? Are you a group of mercenaries hired to assassinate this person? Deliver a package? I'm
One of
asking
you
the whole
might
group.
still have the note. I don't know who. The note would be Seymour at this address. And the idea is you are to get a package.
Yeah, we're supposed to go pick up a package from his here address,
Well-
but we can. I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound urgent. Like we could do it later.
On our way out, perhaps.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, Noah, let's go eat some pies.
Yay!
All right, yeah, I'll just go in the adult pie contest.
Were you expecting to
No.
do that today?
Absolutely.
Um,
I mean, he even told you there's going to be a thing there. You guys are probably going to do that. My shit can wait.
yeah. So pie eating contest, and I'll inquire into the Great Hunt competition to see if there's a prize.
All right. So, who'd like to participate in a? There's tons of food eating contests and different drinking contests.
Oh,
and
that's-
there's
that's
like
a fair point.
archery. There's log throwing. There's
Goodness doing the log
tons of
throwing.
stuff. First we'll do pie eating contest. Who wants to be part of that?
Doya!
There aren't so much like prizes. If anything, it's like you get a little ribbon kind of thing. Like a lot of this is
Oh, that's bragging
for
rights.
the bragging.
It is.
And it's like bringing tourism into the city. So there's no like real prize, but it is
You want-
all the.
Hey, Doya, you want to make this interesting?
What do you have in
you-
mind?
Between you and me, whoever can get the most of these here ribbons, will give the other person 2 gold. Make a little contest.
Okay.
If we tie, no money is exchanged.
Doya nods.
Are there ribbons handed out for first, second, and third place, or only for first place?
One of those
First, second,
middle-
and third. Fuck it. Why not?
All right, cool. That makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's one of those middle city competitions where everybody gets a participation trophy.
So are we fine agreeing that first is worth 3 points, second is worth 2, and third is worth 1?
Wait, how's it?
These terms?
How's it going again?
Basically, the higher like it's like 1, 2, 3, but like the opposite of that. So first place would be 3 points, and then going the other direction.
Okay.
All right.
So you
He
find your
shakes her hand.
Shakes her
Nice.
paw.
Same.
make an one of you whoever's make an investigation check to find the pie eating contest among the many other contests.
I got this.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
you usually find it.
Yep. I
At the
sniff
moment,
it out.
there are only going to like for the round. There's only going to be 3 other contestants. You guys easily enter in for that time, and when they start counting down, it's whoever eats the most. You got to eat a full fucking pie, and these are like decent pies. It'll be mate. Let's see what chats we want you to make. Probably just Constitution, just to keep it under. However you would like to eat your pie. I imagine if you want to argue other things, but otherwise just make your Constitution saving throws. This is like 3, 2, 1, and then someone shoots a little like pop gun. And then,
Oh.
if it's just the 2 of you. Okay.
All right. That first.
I'll say.
Oh.
That's starting off well.
Yeah, no, that first one, you guys can't quite do. It's a really hearty pie. Like, it's fucking full.
You know, we may not win this first. Goodbye.
Let's see how the other 2 do.
Someone is met right now.
Who, me?
Oh, Kyle.
The other guys don't do too much better. One of them, can I pull somebody up? There's this really buff human at the end of the line. He's kind of suited up like another adventurer. He seems to be the one that's taken in the most, but either way, y'all kind of just did all right. You're not
Keep
done
going?
your first pie. Yeah, keep going.
All
You
right.
need 3 successes or 3 failures, and your first one was a failure. All right, that's a pass. You managed to get through 1 pie.
Oh, yes!
And you both managed to get through your first pie. Let's see how they do. Whoops. That buff, 2 of them in the middle, inside you 2, they're still having issues with the first one. That other human though, down at the line, he's starting to pick it up. He's got his first pie down too. So it's 1 success for the 3 of you. Your next pie is plopped down in front of you.
I'll cheer
Wait a
them.
minute. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind. I was gonna cheat, but I changed my mind.
that's fine.
I'll stand behind them and I'll pat each of them on the back.
No, there's
and
like
kiss.
there's
is there?
a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's
All right,
like
I was
a
gonna
keep a
ask
bit of a
if someone-
distance.
Okay, I was definitely
Because
gonna.
I was 100% gonna cast Druidcraft and like make his pie smell horrendous.
Oh my gosh.
But it requires vocal and somatic opponents, so there's no way I can pull it off sneaky like.
Not
While
with your
eating a
mouth full of pie.
Striker, yes, yours. Half
All
the pie
right.
goes flying out.
So your second pie gets put down.
Let's go.
No!
Oh, no.
That's another
Poor
failure.
Dylan.
Both of you get 2 failures. Oh no, you guys have the
We're fucking
one.
consistent, man.
Yeah, it's actually back and forth. One of the 2 who are having issues finishes his, another one's plopped down in front of him. He's on 2, 3, 4 of you are on 2 pies. One guy just started, but one guy he's like tapping out. He can't make it.
Oh boy.
Alright, so are we still tied with the other human?
You are 1 pie
Okay.
each.
Alright, let's go.
Well, remember 3 failures, you're out.
Yes!
12. Doy, you're pushing on. You finish that pie a little quicker than Dune there. He's having him and the other human are like kind of eyeing each other, but you're kind of hanging back. You're not quite done. It's not. I'd say it's more like a middling round. I would say it's a failure. Below 12 probably would have been like a bad failure, but Doya is on her third pie.
Let's go, Doya!
That is one. How many passes? Two. Yeah, she's actually only had the two. Oh, three. So we'll see.
Oh, no!
Oh no.
Oh,
That
that's
is
your third
two
failure.
critical failures.
Yeah, Doya, you can't.
Doya
No,
got
that's
that.
3 critical failures. What the
The
fuck?
human and Doya, you guys gotta tap
Oh, no,
out.
Just blueberry
Yeah,
spewing.
Doya, you gotta tap out, and that human who Goon was kind of eyeing, he taps out too with a natural 1. And Goon, you managed to get to your third. There's still one more guy in the race. I
Is
guess
he, how far behind me is he?
one guy just got a natural 20, so he chews through his second pie and down to his third too.
Okay, so we're both on our third pie.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I'm full!
Because if he was behind me, I was gonna wait.
Oh, he rolls a 2.
Oh,
You roll a 1. You both. Well,
Tap out?
critical
Did we both tap?
failures. Yeah, you guys get onto your third, and you're like, nah, man. But that's still,
We're both tied.
in terms of, I would say that's you guys tap out like at the end of the competition. Not having going for fucking ever. I would say Goon, then Doya, then this other guy. That's first, second, and third.
Alright. I got me that gold ribbon, y'all!
good job, Goon.
Hell yeah, it was a pleasure competing against you. You can
I
put
guess you
away
guys
some
technically
food.
did pace on the same third pie. Whatever.
Doya shakes
I
his
just
hand.
realized you both tapped out on your third pie and didn't get further than that. Naturally, who does Doya got there first? I don't fucking know how this works.
Well, that's.
I don't fucking know
Don't
how
think
this
there's
shit
actual
works.
rules for
There's
it, so.
yeah, no, who fucking
Yeah, hold
cares?
on.
They don't care.
Let
They're
me
like,
open the player's
fuck it.
handbook to page 208 for rules of
Pie eating contest. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, fuck it.
There's rules for a reason, Sumner. You can't just break the time-honored tradition of pie eating contest.
So
But
you
it-
guys are
it's-
fucking full.
It's been a thing since Thaco, okay?
It's like you guys probably got there at
No, there were pies, not
10 in the
tacos.
morning, so you guys
right.
are full. It's took about an hour, or half an hour.
Alright.
You got some time to your day. Anything else you guys want to hit up?
Oh, yeah.
What other contests are there?
Are you sure
There
you
was a
want
log
to
throwing one.
push your luck on those contests with you're both covered in blueberries?
Doya looks
They
down
were-
at herself, and then she looks back up and shrugs.
Goon burps at him.
Okay.
There was a
Start
drinking
picking.
contest. There were other
that'll
kinds
be a
of
good one
eating
for later.
contests.
That'd be a good one for later. We're already full. We can't do another eating.
No, we
Let's
can't.
let's go do the log throwing contest.
There's log throwing. There's like different kinds of ranged weapon contests, basically. Like some people are throwing knives or whatever. Some are bows. Some are guns. And then yeah, like just toss a fucking log. Or there's a few words like take the boulder back and forth, like strongman shit. See how many people are taking part of that. You guys going to the log.
Let's do the log throwing.
Fuck, I got 12 other people in this one. Should have rolled a lower number. Well, we'll see.
I'll participate in the log throwing.
How am I
Yes!
doing this? Basically, the better you got DCs are going to be certain distances, and whoever gets the highest roll basically gets as far. And there will be 3 rounds for
Whoever
3
gets
different, and it'll
for the
be
farthest of each.
it'll be yeah, that's easier for the consecutive highest. It'll be maybe a harder DC the second and third time.
So 3 rounds, and then whoever had the highest gets awarded first place.
Oh. Right, it's the book. Never mind. I was gonna say, did we decide on a symbol?
Symbol?
A spell. Why am I blanking on the word?
Focus.
Focus. I'm trying to. I
it's
just
your
don't
own book.
remember. Just kidding. Focus, right? It's the book.
Guys, remember, focus, asshole. All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to touch my book and give myself guidance before I participate, though. Whether or not anyone considers it cheating, I guess it's up to them.
Doya probably doesn't realize it.
How big are
It's,
the logs?
Enough of a challenge to have to throw. If you're gonna try and screw me with magic, I don't know. Give me like.
Does it weigh 5 pounds or less?
These are strong man throwing fucking logs, like,
Yeah,
like
so
shit you
I
see in the competition. So I don't think it will.
I wasn't sure if they were
You're gonna
logs
say
or
no?
like
These
like,
are-
like burning logs, right?
No, these are.
Like the one,
Fucking big
like the
logs.
caber tosses they do.
I
like
think that's
where
what is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like you flip a full fucking post that's like 20 feet tall,
Yeah,
and you flip it
I remember
over
seeing
and see
that.
how
It's
far
like shit
you
like
get it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, perfect. It says here. Usually 16 to 20 feet tall and weighs 90 to 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Doya's got really good strength.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't, but
In the
a
line, you
dwarf.
see. So you guys made 15 different people there. You see just different people. You see a gnome. You see
boy.
2 gnomes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This will be fun.
Can we toss them instead?
You see a bugbear, really buff and angry, like with the armor and shit that he's got on. He looked like not a real nice looking guy. This bugbear. He puts his glaive to his side with some of like a group. He actually makes a perception check as you're kind of walking in.
Oh, I will.
Well, we know the gnomes will lose automatically because the rules against them equipping heavy weapons, so they won't be able to lift the log.
Doya, you notice that the buff human from the pieing contest, seems to be in a group with this bugbear. And there's 2 other people there. There's like a human wearing robes, and there's actually a blue dragonborn
Ooh.
with 2 blades and like fancy armor.
Doya recognizes the other competitor, and she's like, "Hello there. Good luck with this competition."
They don't even fucking acknowledge
Doya waves anyway.
So they
Oh, are
look
those new friends of ours, Doya?
they look specifically like
I don't know.
Over there and force the dungeon
Adventurers.
master to come up
Yes.
with names?
Doya, oh, trust me, you don't think I don't have this shit planned out?
Actually,
Where do you think I'm getting these people from?
let me roll perception.
Woo!
What?
What the fuck was that?
I was waiting for that.
Nice.
You can turn sound effects and lighting on your crits and failures in
I
the,
can only
sorry,
imagine
in the
what.
dice.
You need to
That's
tell me
amazing.
where?
I need. Yeah, we'll
It's
do
in
that
the
later.
it's in the settings on the
We'll do
where you
that
choose
later.
the colors.
With the 19, you see
Module
it.
setting.
Make
settings.
a history check.
And history check.
Yes. With advantage.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Perfect.
You can add
Those-
multiple
The
effects.
whole set of them seem to be wearing clothing and armor and stuff you would find in the Westlands.
Hmm.
So you figure there may be like a group of mercenaries or whatever from that continent.
Okay. Well, are Greywin and Alnan kind of just watching and going along?
Yeah, Alden
Yeah.
doesn't really have a lot to do with this stuff. So.
Okay, I'll before this competition starts, I'll just say, if we are considering the main event, it looks like we might have some actual competition in that.
I don't know. They don't look so big to me.
It's not the size, it's their gear. They're definitely well suited for mercenary work like ourselves.
Well, so were we. And like he motions at himself in his dirty ass fucking clothes, his knot shoes, and his fucking sleeveless flannel shirt.
I wonder if they're heroes too.
I bet you they are.
Oh.
Certainly it's possible.
Make an insight check.
All of us?
Anybody who's paying attention to them.
Well, I guess I'll keep it going.
Elnan, you're looking at them and you're like, and Drewin, the two of you are like, I don't know if they're heroes. They look like assholes. Just
Look at Dolric.
like
That's why I know.
they give you like a feeling of like maybe a bit of a the not so nice mercenaries that are out there. Especially like the bugbear that's getting ready, and that buff human that you kind of see him outside of. They put his clothes on, clean himself up. They both look pretty wicked. Like, their weapons and their armor like pretty imposing.
A little bit of
You
blood
get-
caked on them.
Maybe not that. Like the sense
Not
of
that
their
bad.
armor and their setup and the gear is like they are
Well set
meant
up.
to be imposing and very threatening looking.
They're not here for the pie eating contest primarily.
Yeah, no, you get the sense that they're probably here for the hunt. So,
Stay clear of them if you can help it.
Yeah, they don't look like they're nice.
the gnome, though, he's at a, like, you see this one gnome walk up. He's got armor on, nice little sigil on it, and you see, like, 3 other gnomes kind of off the side cheering him on. But if you're all ready, we're going to do round 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll be right
Can
back
I-
real quick.
Can I make an argument to use athletics for this?
Yeah, I imagine that is the athletical thing you were doing.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Strength or athletics, or what are we doing?
Athletics, it's more of a
Okay, give me a second.
physical manual like attempt at something.
I just love the fact that my athletics modifier is higher than Doyle's.
All right, so where we got here? We got 12, 11, and 15.
I'll just touch the book and I'll say, Primera, give me your unicorn strength, I suppose.
Make a sleight of hand check just to kind of whisper that out of your breath.
Right, sleight of hand.
He
No.
shouts it to the sky.
He's new to this whole having a god help him thing.
Gets disqualified the first round.
So, Joya, you throw yours. You can't quite make like the first threshold. I'm not really gonna worry about too many of the other people here, because that's fucking
Too
12
many.
rolls.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But the gnome and the bugbear actually also doesn't get his very far. He kind of slips, and he kind of curses under his breath and like looks down real like, fucking someone do something. But the gnome launches his just as far as Arvin does. And you guys actually made the second marker on your line. So you
come
and
on.
this gnome seem to have gotten this furthest so far.
Tap Doyle on the shield. Come on, Doyle, you're making us look bad.
I'm
Alright.
trying. It's heavy.
Come on, bring your anger. Pretend that stone insulted me.
It's beginner's luck. I'm sure you
Did
do
it?
better in the next round.
He probably did. I mean, look at that dumb toothless hit. Now you.
That's
now
not
you-
very nice.
No, it's not. Now you get out there and you show that log his balls.
Dora kind of flexes and she huffs.
And you should have took a point in like Bard just to be able to inspire someone for this shit.
I scored next level, dude. don't give a shit.
All right, round 2. It's a bitter log. 12 isn't gonna cut it.
Why? Does it keep fucking locking onto that weird shit?
Yeah!
There you go.
Okay, those two don't. What do we got? What do we got? Boone does a 15.
I'm gonna keep doing this until I get
Joy
disqualified
gets a
with it.
20. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
That pep
And
talk
make
with
your
Goon
sleight of-
helped out.
Sleight of hand kind of whisper your.
Oh, did he not get called out the first time?
You don't know.
Oh,
No
fair
one
enough.
said anything immediately.
I
I
love
mean, you
this
still
effect,
only
it's
got a
great.
12.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna add them.
No, I mean
into
Arvin.
all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Really good at casting the spell. Really shit at throwing the log.
All right, so far with okay, round 3. The other two actually couldn't get it far enough. They were both kind of not
Doy's
quite
in the
close.
lead.
Not right now with that fucking 20 for sure.
And a lot of us still locked up in 15 for Tide.
There's
'Cause you
you
said the
and
other
one
guy-
other
yeah,
person, 2 other
and
people
Arvin.
actually who have
Yeah, it's
yeah.
me, Arvin, and the other guy.
Yep, and the
I'll
note
I'll do
Arvin
the
and
sleight
that
of hand
note.
first.
That note. Okay.
Why? What the?
I'll show you, Rock. Ah!
Oh fucking jeez.
She just launches that thing.
She just.
I'll just go without.
Like that.
She's like, yeet!
I forgot my D4. Dang. Even though I definitely got caught this time.
17 with a 21. Wow. And then I'm sorry, where was Goon? Goon was at a 12. Oh man.
Dude, I swear to God, these fucking. I've been rolling like shit today. My players are gonna love it. That's never gonna happen because I'm gonna go over to my goddamn campaign and it's gonna be fucking.
Crit
DM,
City.
DM, you have disadvantage. Okay.
DM, you have disadvantage.
Dude, that happened one time. I felt really bad.
Oh no.
Like they did the cool thing to like give me disadvantage to save a player, and I was like, all right, cool. And I rolled 2 fucking 20s. I was like, fuck. I guess I crit. Sorry.
So Doya for sure won. Arvin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
He's
Like
so
the
gonna get
person who's
cucked.
kind of in charge plots over and it's like you get 3rd even though you should get 2nd. There is no 2nd place rewarded.
Oh. Well, I mean,
No
Fair enough.
failed. Budbear got an 18, he wasn't high enough. And Goon, you got nothing, you didn't even range. Doyle is a 48 and Arvin with a 34. It's like you get you won, but we know you're. But they also kind of don't care because you're in a competition where you have to bring. They know you bring everything you can, especially out in the hunt, and we'll get there. So there's like,
Alright, what other
There was,
competitions are there? Well done, by the way, Doy. I'm glad that you care about me like that.
I'm very strong, and I sure showed that, Rock.
it was a,
Yes,
it was
you
a
did.
log.
Damn right you did.
It was a giant log.
Doya beams happily.
Giant lawn log. Not a rock at all.
No, it's a fucking rock now. Shut up.
Stop making her feel bad.
There was different ranged weapon contests. Like there's one for shooting a bow, there's one for shooting a gun, there's one for like throwing darts to get it like.
I think Alman might be interested in the gun shooting one.
Sure. They're all
Definitely
going to
can
be pretty much be the same, just at different ranges.
All right, Doya. What are we gonna do now that we can both do?
Let's see.
We should watch
that
Alan
one.
play.
What do we got?
All right.
3 rounds.
will they allow spells?
No, these are specifically weapons.
Okay.
Steel shots, basically. Let's see.
So, Greeland could enter with her javelin.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is she might give the
That would
like
be
a
kind of in
javelin.
like
The hand
the
throwing
short
weapon.
bow. Yeah, like the hand throwing one, because it's a bit of a shorter range. I'm just trying to come up with the thresholds and ranges. For for sure there's going to
Oh,
be a
right,
one
I
at
see what
what's
you're saying.
disadvantage. Let's see, 60, 100, then 40, and then that's to hit it. But then there's also a DC to get how good you are. So it'll be like 16.
Story, do you know much about Arvin?
Ivan, I knew him as Doric, but
Oh, sorry,
Arvin's
not
new.
not Arvin, because I'm a fucking idiot.
Alnan,
Alnon. Sorry.
he's pretty nice.
Do you, do you know if he gets easily distracted?
Doya shrugs.
What's the long range on a gun?
Depends on the kind of gun.
Yeah,
Realistically,
they're
you're not
in.
going to be accurate beyond anything like 150 feet.
Well, there
it's a
is actually.
handgun.
It's in the It's in the manual.
Okay.
Trying to think. At what point would the
I asked Red to do the math the other day on how fast an arrow moves in D&D in one round if you double the range increment on it. Turns out if you double the range increment of an arrow, it just goes as fast as a real life arrow. Because otherwise our D&D arrows go really fucking slow.
I mean, longbows
For a
have
second.
less drop off. Like a compound bow has pretty fast drop off.
Oh yeah, no, like I was comparing it to longbows, but like
Longbows are well, you don't shoot straight ahead with a longbow either, right? You arch it.
oh yeah, sure. But like doing the
They can
math
go
on it,
pretty
it's like
fucking far though.
yeah, but now the range increment's only 600 feet.
Well, I think, and you're right about the speed though, because I mean, if they shoot out up in the sky, the arrow's going to hit terminal velocity coming down at the very least,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a speed I don't know.
Hold on.
9 point something meters per second.
No, there's 3 different guns. Why am I only getting 2?
9.7 meters per second. Square inch divided by the square root of gravity.
Okay. This is a pistol and a musket. Okay, good. Because I wanted to make sure there was disadvantage on. All right. Let's see how many people you got playing. Because guns aren't that crazy. They're around. Well, fuck. I rolled a 7. You got a bunch of dwarves, a few elves, and a few humans with you. Some of them like kind of get the idea. They might all be from the same region with like as you all know, like Westlander, Northlander. Only 1 or 2 might be even from just this region, from this town even. You all got your gun, and basically it is you got 3 rounds, and each round you have how close to the target did you hit with a DC threshold, and then that target's gonna get moved back, and then that target's gonna move back again. So get harder and harder.
Right, that
So-
makes sense.
I'm pretty sure. No, not that one. Yeah. Another one of the gnomes is been part of this group, and he pulls out a musket. You, before anyone sees, kind of like bamf yours into existence. Is oh yeah, sure, this is totally a real gun. Don't mind me. No one else seems to it's all like actual real weaponry. No one seems to have the particular thing that you have.
Yeah, so Alden would definitely take a.
But it is, you don't know, like, it is known. It's just, it plays. Did bullets play differently than magic horse bullets? So they actually make a sleight of hand check actually. And then what is the range on? 15? Okay. I was gonna say, if nobody seems to spy it, I was going to actually have someone be like, "Oh, you got one of those, huh?" And then make it harder for you.
Say again?
Sure. I was considering making it harder for you if someone noticed that you had a magical gun. I'm trying to see what your Eldritch Cannon. What's your range? 60 feet. All right then. Well, the first target seems to be within 60 feet. I'm just gonna roll. I'll roll for all 7 on my dice. First round, make your shot with an actual ranged attack with your Eldritch Cannon.
I had a button for this.
Mm-hmm.
My first ballista. I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Just attack.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about damage. We're just seeing if you hit. 15. That's cool. That's enough to get. You get, of the 3, you get like halfway in the middle. You don't get the center shot, but that's good enough on your first shot. Let's see how everybody else does. Ooh, they did a really good one. That guy whiffs. That one gets a natural 20. That guy whiffs bad. That guy gets a 16. So let's see. Three people did better than you, and 3 people did worse than you. Now let's see what the gnome does. He gets modifier.
Terrible about that.
Yeah, he does just as good as you. All right. Now the next one, on round 2, the targets are for each of you moved 100 feet away. Now, I believe that means you are outside of your your minimum range for the the special good range for the gun. That means it'll be at disadvantage to shoot further than where it's supposed to.
Okay,
No,
so
no. Hold on. Well, I'm reading your thing. Major range attack originating from the cannon. Because I'm reading one thing and I couldn't find it. Oh, within 60 feet of it. That's why I was reading it wrong. So you're good for the next one.
Yeah, force
regular-
ballista is actually within 120 feet.
120 feet. So, I'll roll 3 normal. Make your shot. 3 of them don't have like long muskets. Ooh, they did great.
It's gonna be rolling d8, clicking on it. Oh no, that's if it hits. So, sorry. But roll normal, right?
Yeah, just attack. Attack normal. 21. No.
Oh,
very
nice.
Great. 25. Look at you. You and the gnome and 2 others do perfect shots on the 100-yard range. One guy gets a little bit lower. But everyone those are the people didn't get disadvantage. These 3 get disadvantage. And they all got terrible. All right, round 3. It is moved 140 feet away. So that means it does impose disadvantage on you. but it basically imposes disadvantage on everybody. There's not a single weapon that has must hit 120. Yeah, everyone basically. It's like this is the hard one. Sits with disadvantage. Not bad actually. 2 natural 20s. Wow. For these people. 2. 16. Where'd the gnome get? Oh, shit. Oh no, the gnome did not. He failed. So, I'm sorry, did you roll your attack?
Not yet. I was just went. So disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh.
Aw,
Oh, that's mean.
right? You actually don't. You and the gnome are unable to hit the final mark.
God damn.
So, you got 14 there. You got over 18. But then it's 0. 32. Now, you and the gnome come in second and third. Well, another guy who has actually been like, it's an elf, and after the kind of competition's over, this he's an older guy. This guy's the guy that probably lives in the city and has been doing this every year, every competition, and probably every day of his life. So it's no surprise that he made the shot. And so there's no big, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you got it again. Look at you. Always the winner. Some like, oh, why don't you give it up to somebody else? And then, so you get second and, what did I say? You get second, the gnome gets third. No, you guys actually tied for the most part. But, yeah, you guys basically get the not first place prize. Anything
Worse
else?
things to get.
Exactly. You were, like, outside of that one guy, you guys probably were the best ones. The two of you. Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Did some of you want to do, like, hand throwing things? It'll probably just be the same. It'll just
Heck yeah.
reduce the numbers.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do some
So
hand
what do
throwing
we got?
things.
It's gotta be something Doy and I can both reasonably do. Like,
Typically,
can't do range attacks like
20. I know 60 is the high range. What's the high range for a dart or a knife or a?
I think it's 2040, but
2040?
2060 actually.
Okay,
Or at least it is for dagger, which I assume most thrown weapons follow suit on.
Where's 2060? Okay. Why did it? Oh, because it's considered a melee weapon with thrown. Thrown. Does that work? No. So it's 2060 for all of those, which is good. So get one. We'll do. Just enough to make it hurt. 10, 40, and 70 will be the same.
Alright, so what are we throwing?
What do you got to throw? You have a dagger?
Doy has
you
hand
have to
axes.
provide your own.
Oh, I gotta
Oh.
provide my own things?
Or
Do
like,
I-
what is your weapon of choice? Because it's like, they're not going to make a guy who throws spears throw dart. Like, he's not... I mean, you can, but it's like, you're trained
Can
to
I
do
can I
this.
throw a rock?
No,
I
it
can,
needs
I
to
can
stick
give you
into
my
the
dagger.
target.
if
How about
you,
hand axes?
Need.
Yeah,
Like-
all I got is like this here stick.
They assume you know how to throw the weapon that you've chosen.
I'll lend
so
you my dagger if you wanted.
I'll throw one of my javelins in this little competition.
One at a time.
yeah. So
Yeah, I'll take their dagger, I guess.
Sure.
let's see how many other people got.
I don't think I can literally give it to you. I think you have to import a dagger.
I'll just roll whatever it is. I'm not
It's
gonna go through. I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
it's dex. It's just d20 plus dex.
I thought it was strength when you throw it.
No, it's a finesse weapon.
They gave me a fucking javelin.
I don't have a
Or-
javelin.
Alright, give me one. Doy, you said you
Use
got a
my
hand axe.
Doy's and axes.
I got hand axes.
Can I borrow one of those?
Sure. Doy has
Thank
two,
you.
so I'll lend
I was trying
lend
to
him one.
secretly handicap you.
Wow, I thought he wasn't Dulric anymore.
Apparently
he's-
he is.
He's not, but I'm still me.
I mean, that's fair.
Alright, so
Well, you're between. There's 4 other people. There's the 3 of you. 2 of you.
I think it's gonna be me, Doya, and Goon.
Okay, so 3 of you, and 3 other people. 4 other
actually,
people, so that makes
actually
7.
no, give me the goddamn dagger because I can't use my strength. I can use either one.
Okay, finesse.
Okay.
I thought I had to use my dex.
Yeah, so there's 7 contestants. One is another, like, you keep seeing these gnomes show up, and it's always in a different group, but you get the idea. It's like they're all one group of gnomes, all set up for adventure. This one is another roguish looking gnome. What's up? Giving you all like this look, like he's not judging you, but he's like scanning everybody, giving them like a figuring you all out.
Doya smiles and waves at him.
There's a human further down the line who seems to separate from a few. Make a Arvinage kind of sorry, popcorn with a group. Make a history check on the group as you watch like one of the people move away from this other set of people,
Okay.
like their friends he was with. Just kind of the it could be with advantage because it's part in your thing. Look, you need
Right.
something to drink.
I'll keep the first one.
14. Well, 14's probably good enough. You get the sense a lot of them have the clothing and kind of style a few of them have. There's like an elf, there's a Tabaxi there. There's actually this, it's a halfling. Like a cleric. 2 clerics actually. The elf and the halfling seem to be wearing armor and it's like priestly, while the Tabaxi's got robes on. The sense you get from is like something maybe, especially now you kind of see the clerics, they might be worshipping the shepherd. But maybe between the third, I say, with that, maybe an insight is the way you're kind of like, yeah, I can see that iconography, but there's something a little weird. It's a little more on the
Well, my insights
Yeah.
junk, but
maybe another history.
I can
Just to-
no. I'll do insight. I'll guide myself.
There you go.
I'll say, Primera, give me your unicorn eye.
That's pretty good. You get the sense that they're on the shepherd's more like a dual hero. There's the growth of life, but also recently is like, but then death happens too. This group seems to be on the side of the death happens too
Death.
side.
Right.
They're not all flowery. They're a little, especially like as the road walks up. And well, the Tabaxi seems to be a little different from the rest. There seems to be a theme for like some of them, but the cleric and the halfling for sure.
Okay.
Anywho, That's 1, 2 that are gonna have some modifier, and then 5 that won't. So, you guys want to roll whatever it is you want to roll to attack the target.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
I'm gonna give myself temporary proficiency in strength, and I'm just gonna roll strength instead of tackling and all that.
wow. I'm sorry. We got, let's see. Win with an 11.
Dang, good thing you got those bonuses. That was some
That's a strength
compounding
saving
math.
throw.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's true.
So I'm
I
sorry,
get-
how did you...
I gave myself proficiency in strength, and then I'm just rolling that because it's
How?
strength.
The right math.
It's strength plus proficiency.
Just remind me how that...
What, I just clicked on the thing to temporarily give myself proficiency.
Yeah, I just don't know what thing you're talking about.
The dagger,
I believe you, but I just want to know.
the dagger that I'm throwing.
Well, if you don't have proficiency in a dagger...
I do because wizards do. That's why I took it.
Okay. I
Mhm.
just thought maybe some artificer shit was giving it to you.
No, also wrong character, but no.
You're right.
My bad. I didn't realize where the confusion lied.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why are you giving yourself proficiency? If there was anything, just don't say it. I understand now. You gave yourself proficiency in saving throw, so it would apply. So 14. Interesting enough, not a single fucking person hit the target at the 10-yard mark, except for the two of you. And you get a lot of people going, what the fuck?
what
They
in
all,
the
well,
world?
they got close. They got like a 10, 13, one guy whiffed, 10, 11, but y'all needed a 12. And the two up there, one fucking crit failed. Which one will that be? That'll be the gnome. He crit fails.
So
All
none
right.
of them hit it.
Nobody else hits it but you at the 10-yard mark. So now at the 40-yard mark, that is actually, it's 20, 40, right? So within 20, oh yeah, it's with, how does, I can't remember how ranged weapons even work. Your
Hand
good
axe
distance-
is up to
your-
20 and then it's 60 feet.
And then it's disadvantage at 40. Disadvantage going even further. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So maybe I'll change these because I don't want you to having to throw crazy numbers. Just to make that a little challenging. I'll make that 20.
Oh,
And then that's one.
spears are 30, 120.
Well, she's throwing a jab. Oh, yeah.
Well, that would still work though. The 10 and then 40 would put them both within there. No, I guess if you're over the first number, it's disadvantage. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's anything over the max like you just can't do.
yeah, it just doesn't go any farther than that.
It'll be 20, 40. 2 within, 1 like on the limit, and then 1 at disadvantage. For everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, no,
What's that?
see, I'm
So,
just,
so just a regular throw for the second one?
for the second one, just a regular throw. The last one is like the challenging one. But the DC did go up for everybody.
I apparently have to tell it I have remaining javelins, so it'll do a roll.
Yeah.
Gotta reload.
I'm not even trying to actually tell it that I have.
Um,
15.
I think it might. There's like a charges tab in the inventory. You might have to give yourself 4 more just to like replenish it.
Yeah, it doesn't let me make any changes to it.
Oh, really? If you click on the 0, it doesn't let you change the number to 4.
Who is that? Person.
Oh, I need to get some more hand axe things too.
I think there's a way to just say don't consume.
It didn't
Yeah,
ask me that.
Don't know.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I know it's
Are you able to
We're
roll
just
it?
gonna do that and add 6. 'cause
at
that's
sits,
what
so
my thing is.
16. That's easy. All right. So again, almost no one fucking hits it, but the human of the shepherd side gets a perfect shot in the
Ooh.
center on the 20 mark. Then it goes up to 40, in which everyone has disadvantage. Nice.
Try and decide if I want to cheat or not.
You can try.
Nah, I don't think you. I don't think you.
So, sorry.
So it would be 16 with a disadvantage. I rolled a 10 and an 18.
16 gets you. Not bad. Where was? Joey, where are you throwing? Where's your? There it is.
Ah, nope.
And then your 17 is the one that we're using there, Goon.
Yeah. I rolled
Okay.
a disadvantage. Which is a shame because the other one was a 20.
I just realized I had 2 G's here. So, let's
It's really sad.
tally
So
it
the
up.
first 20 hit, and the last I was still spinning. I was like, oh man.
Pretty sure it's gonna be great win. Did you consistently hit something? He got an 18. 20, didn't he? Well, it still only gets 38. And then Goon, you only just placed with 16. Doya, you only placed with the 16. And oh no, Doya had hit twice, so you have a 36, a 32. All right, so first place goes to Drewin for actually having hit everything. Second place goes to the human because 2 times he did hit were really good ones. Then third place goes to Doya for at least having a good shot on the first and second.
Yeah.
And nobody else fucking hit their marks. Not a single other person managed
Wow.
to hit the DC. 7 people. Only 1, 2, like 4 of you ever actually got on the board.
Doya high fives, Greenwin.
Well done, Doyle. Well done, Bree.
Nice to know I haven't gotten rusty on throwing those. It's been a while.
You have good shots, Greenwin.
Like this time it's like supper. It's getting dark, like 5, 6 o'clock now. But as the lights get darker, you guys kind of just wandering the town. So it's popcorn.
Doya plays a
The
couple mini
party doesn't
games.
stop. The party doesn't stop. Yeah, you can certainly go back to some others. My guess that is if you won one there, you're not gonna get a prize again.
Not like the little mini games, like the I imagine it's like one of those little stall mini games that are
Sure.
parked along sides here and there.
Carnival shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
She's just having a good time there.
Yeah. Throw the ring on the bottle.
Yeah.
Is there a thing that you can play to win a giant stuffed animal?
Sure.
Oops.
Cool. What's the game?
I don't know. You want to
I'll,
roll 3 d20s to see if you did really good. And if you
Alright.
pass a 14, 16, and 20. Because those ones are usually really stupid. You
Oh, oops, sorry.
didn't with an 8, 11, and a 10, you wouldn't even pass the lower thresholds I was in thinking. Nah, I mean, you can spend all night there if you want.
I was curious, so I wanted to see what happened.
Yeah, you get the first one, you get 2 of the 3 shots in. Especially at the end, you're like, yeah, that's a perfect shot. You can win a prize, Rewin. You want like some
But
kind
it's 2 out of 3, so it's a keychain instead of a teddy
It's-
bear.
It's not the
I
best
know it
prize.
probably won't be, but I think it would be hilarious if the first place prize was a stuffed Triceratops.
Maybe just different animals. Oh boy, oh yeah. 1919. All right, both of you get
Ooh,
like
you
a
guys
second
rolled the same.
prize kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll before they get too far away after that competition, I'll approach one of the people with the shepherd's iconography.
Sure. Make a okay before they've left the
The hand the
Yeah.
ranged competition thing.
the
Was a halfling
Tabaxi.
and
There was a halfling, an elf, and a Tabaxi there, but they kind of you don't know how many more there are, but
I'll talk to the Tabaxi just because I
Yeah,
don't
he
know if
seems
I've
to
ever
be-
seen one.
it's a Calico Tabaxi. He's kind of given the human bit of like a, hey, what the hell, man? Kind of like, could have done
Right.
better. But I mean, he's still got pretty good. It's sort of a hard time. The other two aren't saying much.
Right. I'll just approach him and say, your friends seem to do pretty well overall in the competitions today. Where do you all hail from? You don't seem to be from around here like ourselves. And I'll just gesture to some of the other members.
The human and the halfling kind of keep going. The elf and the Tabaxi will time like, we'll see you later. But the elf stays. There's that's a female elf, shorter, kind of just brown hair. The Batsy, it's just like, what's over at the group that you're pointing to? Is I don't know. Your group doesn't look like they're from around here either. But no, we're from all over.
What brings you to these parts? I'm assuming it's not just the pottery and the trivial games of strength and skill.
Yeah, they're fun. I know George is probably around spreading the word, but now we're here for the hunt.
Is this your first hunt, or have you participated before?
That's our first.
Do you know who to speak to register, or do you know anything about the competition? Is there a prize, or just bragging rights like the rest of the competitions?
There's a bragging right. You won the what would it be, the 23rd? I think he looks at the elf and they just nod. He's like, yeah, 23rd. What annual Hunt of Valor? There's 1,000 gold on it. I mean, a lot of these people. I mean, you probably 1,000 gold ain't too much, but that's something. It's fun. Gives us a chance to talk about the shepherd a bit. He gives you a lot of time. I see you have a lot of man who knows a bit about this kind of stuff.
I've spent some time in the library when I was younger. Yes, I know a little bit about the heroes, mostly the sage myself, but I'm slightly familiar with the shepherd. What was the iconography when we entered the town, though? That you said there was a statue of
I didn't say nothing about a statue.
Oh, I thought you said there was like a like when we entered the town there was like.
I mean, there probably is. I can't think of one right now.
Oh, okay. No, I misunderstood then. It's just these guys have the iconography.
Yeah, on them of. It's like I think it's like a reef. I have it
Okay.
like wheat of wheat kind of thing. Theirs particularly has, like maybe like a not like a sickle, but like some kind of like cutting tool, like for the cutting of wheat. As it's often like the person was an actual like not farmer kind of. So they have like the sickle kind of motif added on. Usually not there all the time because this
Right.
is usually this is how you kind of picked up on like oh that's the death side of things.
Right.
You know, a lot of people in the South kind of already know. I mean, you know, this is the birthplace of hero of valor, and the shepherd. She's from this region as well, so don't have to say too much. We're heading up north after this.
This town specifically is the birthplace, or
Oh yeah,
just
this town is where pull up the name just to get it right. It's not the one I wanted open. Marissa Vathria, I think. Yeah, she's the human. She was the hero of valor. You talk to a lot of the people that live here. They're all for her.
So is there a place of records or a history keeper around here that?
Let's see if they know. Sorry, I don't actually know. I'm sure there is. I mean, kind of a big deal for these people. They're sending this thing off.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate the information and good luck on the hunt. Maybe we'll see you out there, or perhaps that's bad luck.
We'll see. Good luck. And he gives you a wink. And they walk off.
Well, because I know she's interested in the heroes and the sages, the heroes, I'll tell Greywin and see if she knew this town was the birthplace of the hero of valor, and just sort of imply like it might be worth checking into to see if we can get any information on any of the heroes that might lead to, I don't know, some uncovering of truth.
Well, Ruben?
I think I might have to do a roll because I don't know if I knew that this town.
Is that make a history check?
Like I. Really?
Nah, you didn't know that, but hey, it's new information. That's cool.
Information I didn't have.
And
Yeah, it could.
sorry, go ahead.
Then it could be worth looking in to see what other. As the journal does seem to mention at least something he discovered with the other heroes. At least that's how I read into it.
Fair enough. But perhaps we should catch back up with the others and maybe look into entering this hunt ourselves, and maybe there's a prize I found out of 1,000 gold, but maybe more beyond that. If we do well in the hunt, maybe the town might be more willing to give us the information we seek.
It is certainly possible.
Something to keep in mind. All right, go ahead.
Finding the others is probably a good starting point, though I imagine we just need to look for the next contest of strength, or It's fairly easy to find at least Doya and Goon doing those.
Yeah, he's an interesting fellow. Uh, they both are sort of interesting in their own ways. Alnan, not a man of many words, but I can respect that. I
To be
obviously
fair,
talk too much.
to be fair, I think of everyone in our little group when you were your other self, I think you got on his and Marble's nerves the most out of everyone. So I can understand that he might be a little quiet until he realizes that you are two different people.
Hesitant.
I guess only time will tell. Hopefully, I can prove my worth to him as I have with you all.
You made Marble at least somewhat tolerate you, so you're at least doing good there.
That sounds like no small feat. Though it is hard to keep track on him. He seems to want to only be seen when he chooses, which is a good skill in its own, I suppose.
If he stays good at it, then there are certainly people that he probably doesn't want to be able to see him.
Well, yes, let's catch up with the rest, and then we can hopefully persuade them to get some rest tonight and not stay up too late so we can participate at our fullest in this competition. Who knows what beasts might lay out there? That sounds like a bit of a problem around here. Is this whole city walled? Or is that just a hedge?
It's a rather tall hedge.
Okay.
It's kind of like part of the city wall.
Okay.
You don't know sometimes if it's just overgrown or if it's just an actual hedge and the rock kind of comes out of it.
Gotcha.
Alright, so getting pretty late. Y'all just finding an inn and crashing for the night?
Yeah, unless we have to find the place to register for this hunt.
You have at least another day before we have to worry about that.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to make a check now. If you want to talk about it.
I was gonna get everyone's feeling on the matter. I assume they would all be interested in it. Well, if we're at like an inn or something or a tavern together, I would express to them that the prize is 1,000 gold, and it's not a huge pot split between us, but it's not nothing.
Anybody like to make an investigation check just to find an inn that isn't completely full?
Completely full.
Gotcha.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Find an inn that has just enough space for you guys. A lot of people like camping outside or on the edges of town, even. But yeah, it is full. Parties going off. At a certain point during the night, fireworks start going off over the pond.
Doya, you ever had s'mores?
What are s'mores?
Oh, they're delicious. Let me show you and blow your mind. I imagine there's bonfires going on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Whatever the equivalent of s'mores is, I'm gonna introduce
S'mores
Doya to.
exist.
S'mores exist. Oh yeah. Time to introduce you to marshmallows, melted chocolate, and crackers. Or a form of s'mores exists.
I'm just trying to think where chocolate would be found.
Fair enough.
Yeah, chocolate is such a...
Chocolate is a thing, rare thing.
Such a rare
in the swamps.
thing.
In the swamps.
Cocoa trees. I don't know. I think it's like Brazil. No.
I thought you were right. I thought it was
It's
Brazil.
It's South America somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere in South America, but I don't think it's
South
Brazil.
America with a little bit of Africa. So I'm just trying to think if I have any regions that are particularly close to that.
I mean, it could grow on a fucking maple tree in Fantasy World for all you know.
Nah.
Yeah, sure.
Maple stuff. There's probably shit tons of maple stuff.
Maybe instead of honey, bees there's like chocolate bees.
No, like
Chocolate
there's
bees.
there's like this really nice
cereal.
a lot of the chocolate. I'm gonna have to actually put the nits on this chocolate. Even over in Calabria, if they found it, it wouldn't be something that's produced that heavily. Because there's fucking nobody over there doing that. There isn't chocolate. Shit. None of the regions would be able to support it. But in this particular region, like maple syrup, not gonna lie, this corner of this region heavily inspired by northern Canada, like just the trees, the just feel of the area, northern like Canadian shelf kind of stuff. There's this nice, it's almost like a peanut butter, but it's made out of maple. So it's a really sweet spread that some people are eating, and sold anywhere that tastes like maple. It actually exists. It's called maple syrup. Maple
Alright.
spread.
All right.
It's sold
Maple.
in a place
so
where I don't.
so you get some of that, and you smother your marshmallow in it, and you put on
But that
one of these
actually
here
really
sticks, and
fucking
you stick it
good.
in the fire.
Tons of sugar, but
It-
that shit.
In the fire?
You put it in the fire. Well, that's what I do.
And you don't touch a drunk person's. You don't touch some people's s'mores.
Oh.
Or they're
Yeah,
gonna pour beer.
yeah,
in
and
it.
whatever you do, all these other folks here, if they make a s'mores, whatever you do not touch them. I promise you, it won't end well. I took my uncle. Fuck, what was the goddamn fucking skit I was going with this?
I
Everyone was
don't know.
goon, right? Or everyone was dreaming.
Goon. It was everyone was goon something. Goon.
I touched my uncle Goon Billy Ray's s'more. I tell you what, he up into that tankard I'm avail on my head right gosh darn quick. I ain't seen those sort of reflexes since the last time he had that noodling incident.
Oh.
You ever been noodling, Doy? We should go see if there's a noodling contest.
I
Noodling.
feel like I feel like you'd have a good time with the noodling. Just when you go find a hole, a dark, dangerous hole inside of a body of water, and you stick your foot or your arm or your hand in and see what's in there.
Pray it's not a snapping turtle.
Doya kind of seems concerned by this.
Toya isn't a snapping turtle.
Oh, sorry. That was not in character.
Did character now.
Snap.
Oh, that's 100% gonna be what Goon says. Like if she actually gets sassy with somebody, it's like, damn, I didn't know you were a snapping turtle.
I don't know. Sticking my paw into some dark hole doesn't seem very smart.
Well, that's
Sounds like something I did when I was little.
When you get good
Something
at it
bit
when
my
you're little.
paw. I don't know what it was,
Well,
but it
see,
hurt.
What you do there is when
You
it
know
bites
what lives in
you
deep
just-
dark tunnels under the water? Vanderhobbs. And one almost ate you.
I don't. What is that? What happened? Something almost ate Doya?
Oh yes, she nearly died. Actually, a
No.
lot of us almost died.
Are you okay, Doya?
I'm fine.
almost
There might
ate.
be a
She
few
got-
cracks in
she
my
was
shell, but
swallowed.
She was fully in there.
didn't feel
Sorry you
too
had to go
good.
through. I'm so sorry you had to go through. Do you want to go back and get revenge on them? We'll go right now.
Oh, we got it.
I'm glad they got their 1-4.
Yeah.
So yeah, this year's
There was
a
4.
s'more. There was. Am I clairvoyant? Just kind of like looks wide-eyed at the fire. How did I know that?
How did I know that?
Are you a practitioner of the divine arts?
No, I told you I do illustries.
Illustries.
Like a painter.
Yeah.
Have I seen any of your work?
Well, I doubt it. Would you like to?
I don't know.
Well, bring it up and then you don't even see. That's okay. I understand.
I don't know. Did Dolric?
I almost feel like Goon has broken Alvin. Arvin. I'll get the right name. There are too many A's.
Yes, I was trying to think of a name, and then I like came up with one, and then I'm like, oh no, there's another A.
There's another A.
He kind of like reaching into his pocket, like pulling out a bit of lint, and kind of like snaps his fingers. You're like, no, look over there. That's one of mine. I'm trying to be covert with casting minor illusion with the somatic and the material components, but I'm basically going to make like a little small, like stone sculpture behind you.
Made a sleight of hand check to
Okay.
covertly cast that spell.
Okay. Lucky number 7.
Pretty sure
Uh,
everybody's passive perception is enough to see.
When it's dark, it is dark. That's
oh, interesting.
There are
As
tons of lights.
as he does it, I will flip to the first page in the tome and say, "Huh," and I will create a identical illusion next to it with minor illusion.
Oh, so you're an illustrious too. Yeah, but can yours do this? And like,
The statue would fucking scream.
Meanwhile, Doyle still has their stick with the marshmallow stuck inside the fire.
Oh, you want to pull that out before it gets too droopy. Usually, once it burns for about 10 seconds, you want to blow it out and then
Make a
smother it there.
dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw. Go
I
ahead.
don't think mine can scream. At least not
Nah,
while existing.
I understand trying to pull off that sort of technique when you're not practicing the art
you
of
pull it
doing
out,
it
it's
can
a
be
little-
difficult.
but I've
But
been
it's fine.
doing this for at least a generation now. Well, at least half a generation even, so I can do
I'll
both.
be honest with you. I'm not practiced in any of this. I just sort of.
Well, you're doing pretty good for having just picked this up. You keep it up, I guarantee you'll be one of the better illustrators.
I mean, I literally got this power like 4 days ago.
As they're talking, Doya's eyeing her marshmallow.
It's been 2.
It's been 2 days.
2 or 3, yeah.
Isn't that just divine?
And she tries blowing on it to
Yeah,
kind
I
of douse
believe
the fire low, but
Primera
like
was in fact, a
open mouth
celestial.
blow, like,
Oh, it's not on fire. It's just
A cell shield.
a little singe, but you're fine.
okay.
Yeah, she was a unicorn.
You mean like a clan?
Now what do
True.
I do
Well,
there,
Or a
Goon?
colonnade? What, Doya?
She points at a marshmallow.
Oh, yeah. Then you smother it in this here, whatever maple syrup concoction Sumner was talking about, because apparently that's what they do. Smother it and you squish it between these crackers, and then you eat it. Now, the important thing to know, Doy, is that there is no clean way to eat this. Okay, it's a dirty process, but it is delicious and time-honored tradition of drunken bonfires. I tell you what.
So Doya does this. She smothers it in the maple syrup and squishes between the little crackers to make a sandwich. And she pops the whole thing into her beak, and goes. And then she pauses, and her eyes kind of go wide and glassy.
Have you actually had it,
arms,
Julie?
arms wide open.
Sorry?
just nodding at
Have
her
you
like,
actually had it,
yeah.
Julie?
S'mores? Hell yeah! I love this shit.
No, I mean the Mapo spreadsheet that I was talking about.
Oh no.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I've never tried it though.
Here's a Goodle for Amazon, Walmart. Giant Diner apparently have them. It's a thing. It's probably all fucking sugar.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Mapo.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as she's enjoying it, like Goon's like got his like arms like spread wide, like nodding wide-eyed. He's like, yeah, right.
Doya swallows it down. She immediately gets another marshmallow.
I feel like letting Doy have all this sugar is going to be a mistake.
All
don't
she's
worry, we
eaten
got
today
a
is
drink
pies and
competition later.
s'mores.
We got a drinking competition later because I got her fucking hooked on that.
yeah. Holy shit.
Well, the competitions will probably ended by nightfall, but it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Our
tomorrow.
competition.
But yeah, no, you keep that up.
Yeah,
you'd
she
be pretty good.
continues on for quite a while because she really likes it.
Getting the child addicted on sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, you keep that up. It's kind of. You said you got this. You gained this ability to do that. Okay, sort of illustrates from a crawfish, a shellfish.
Well, it was a unicorn trapped in a statue. I think the large bovine fellow we parted ways
Bovine
with.
fellow.
You recall from the house? Oh, I don't recall the house.
Nope.
Um,
Because they were never in the same spot. Because I wasn't
They
fucking role playing
Superman
with
that
myself.
shit.
Yeah.
there was
So I
another
wasn't.
party member who left us. He was committed to freeing her, and apparently I was not, but I got to be the chosen one.
Well, at least you got better. He kind of taps him on the shoulder.
Yeah, for now it seems like a good trade. I don't know much about what happened before we entered the forest, but I'm working through it. Trying to keep everyone alive the best I can. I don't have the best track record of that.
Well, then I'll make sure I look out for myself until you get better.
Fair enough. Do you have anything that can take down a beast if we need to do so for this competition?
Oh, I got all sorts of things that might help potentially. We'll see.
Good enough.
Let's see. He kind of pulls out his little pocketbook that he's got and starts flipping through some pages. So that's for finding Lucy and bring her back to me. By the way, have you met Lucy? She's nice.
Is that the book?
No. It's,
Oh.
Al from his shirt like slithers a little bit of his
Oh.
snake head popping out, just like looking at you.
I'm not a big fan of familiars or companions.
Hmm.
They,
Well, that just seems unkind, but to each their own, I suppose.
What about-
I'm rather fond of having Doya as a companion, but okay.
That's, well, yes.
That's nice of you to say. I like having you as a companion too.
Thanks. How you feeling over there, Sugar Rush?
Feeling fine.
Yeah, bet you are. You're
Won't
just
be
waiting for
later,
it.
but you are.
You're
Just-
just waiting.
I don't know if he's around, but I'll gesture towards Alnat and say, you did fairly well in the shooting competition. That weapon you used, I hadn't seen anything quite like it. Something of your own creation.
Quiet and.
I think you cut out. You're quiet and
Yeah, he's just quiet in his owner, isn't it? No. Alnan would oh, I have some use with firearms. So it seemed like competition that was up my alley. Thank you, though.
And are you also suited for the wilds? If we have to track down a beast, is that something in your skill set?
Done crazier things so far, so I would say yes.
Well, that's
Fine.
good.
Tell you what, you give me some hands on some maps of the local area. I got you. I'm pretty good at reading those things and figuring out what the hell's going on. I'll at least make sure we don't get the hell lost out there.
Meanwhile, Doyle's head is working on her third s'more thing.
Have you tried double s'more?
Double?
Get a second stick.
Dual wielding. Doyle gets another stick and she starts dual wielding these sticks into the fire.
That's right.
Doya, I've got a question.
What can I do for you?
If memory serves, your people have a fairly long life. Do you recall how many years you've been around? Do you know your age?
I'd imagine Doya is just still like a teenager or something. Can't quite remember what age I had her set at.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna say she's 17 years old, maybe.
17. Ah.
Man,
Do you recall?
Yeah, I just saw it. Sorry.
You guys were getting after your young ward, and yet
Yeah.
Doya is maybe 2 years older than him,
Yeah. Huh.
and you're putting her on the front lines.
We are just like mercenaries getting. Well, we don't have to pay children as much as adults, you see.
Solid.
Doya doesn't care. As long as she's helping and saving people, she's good with it.
Do you remember much about your parents? Did they ever tell you not to eat too many sweets?
I don't think there was too many sweets where we came from, so they didn't have anything to worry.
Well,
Kind of envious we didn't have things like this. She sees that her 2 marshmallows are ready, so she starts like stacking the 2 marshmallows and dips them into the
The maple
the
syrup shit.
the maple syrup stuff, and starts building her sandwich.
don't forget to pace yourself, you know. Too much of a good thing can be bad.
Those pies earlier were delicious too.
Damn right they were. I wish they'd been pumpkin pies. Pumpkin pies.
They're pretty heavy to handle though.
Yeah.
I kind of just muse out loud. I'm like, are Totolans just completely hollow inside of the shell, perhaps?
I don't know if it was, but that sounded like it could have been hurtful.
Oh. Did I speak out loud?
Your inside came on the outside there, buddy.
You said the quiet part loud.
I try to. Sometimes it gets a little noisy in there, you know, so I try to stay on the outside as much as I can.
Oh, I 100% agree. I feel the exact same way a lot of the time. You don't know where he got it from, but he's got a thing of straw he's chewing on. I feel you.
Meanwhile, in Doy's head is just like that Turtle Mambo video that Jewel Cat made. If you guys remember what that is.
Well, I think I'm done. I'm going to try to get some rest and hopefully figure out how to get us entered into the competition. Are we all in agreement that this is something we should do? Is it worth the reward?
Hell yeah!
It sounds like an adventure.
At the very least, it'll be fun. What sort of creatures do you think are out here that we could slay?
From what we've heard, quite a bit and quite large.
It says creature, right? What if, hear me out, we don't have to do this, but kind of like huddles y'all together. What if
We go out there, and Sumner, you can cut me off if this doesn't make sense in your world, but what if we go out there and we find a really big tree, and we just hack that son of a bitch down, and we tell them that we took care of a trend?
That
That's not impressive.
doesn't sound honest though.
I feel like
But
there's several
could have
reasons
been.
why that wouldn't work.
But it could. It says creature, not animal.
That's it's not a bad plan.
I know, right?
It's not a good plan either, but
I know. It's a great plan.
we should keep that. We should definitely put that in the pile of ideas.
Oh, yeah.
At the
No,
bottom.
I don't. Well, there's the only one, so it's both right now. But you know,
Well,
I
I was thinking
understand. I
we
don't
would
want.
just.
I don't want to try to step on anyone's toes. Please, yeah, let's
Yeah,
make it a
no,
team effort.
I get that. Maybe if we don't come across anything of actual worth, we can try the bluff. I'm not against a good bluff.
I mean, or alternatively, we could just see if we can find a tree.
We will see what we find.
Or are there rules against hunting men?
I would imagine there are rules against hunting your fellow hunters.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm just seeing what our options are.
Actually,
I'm not saying we should.
We don't know there isn't rules yet,
Yeah,
but
Grease says that with a very hesitant. I I
we
can't see
hope
why they would allow you to hunt other people.
there are rules against that. But although, no, I mean, I've only seen us kill beasts, so I don't know. Are people easier to kill than creatures?
Oh, definitely not.
Depends on the person.
But they're bigger, so maybe they get more points. You know, like maybe like I'm just saying that bugbear kinda looks like a bear. I'm not saying we
That-
should. I'm just saying like some people are stupid around here. They might be like that's a bear, and but we know.
I feel like murder is probably not the best. That might be worse than the cutting down a tree idea, actually.
I didn't say we should. I'm just asking if it was on the tape.
Well, we should definitely inquire and see
Well,
if it is.
personally, I'm of the opinion. I think that they should definitely make it clear that that's not allowed.
I'm sure they'll go over the rules before the competition starts.
Can I roll a nature check, Sumner, to see either if I could have learned throughout the day or potentially tomorrow morning what sort of creatures might be in the area that we can encounter?
I don't think that would be a nature check. That would be more word of mouth.
That
You've just been in the city the entire time.
Oh, like picking up, like walking through town and just overhearing people
Yeah,
talk about the
how
creatures.
I'm just saying, why would it be nature?
because nature is used to determine knowledge on
When you're
natural
outside
stuff.
of the nature, you've been inside the entire time.
No, survival is used to do stuff when you're in nature.
Okay, but
knowledge nature is just knowing nature.
knowing nature, you don't know this region at all. Where's my check? I have finger checks. I would say if you were out in nature at the time, you could get the hints from the surrounding stuff. What's in the what's out there. I mean, you spent your entire day either on the road or now in a town. You haven't really spent time to commune or look around nature. Right now,
Sure.
not yet.
That's all fair enough. That's also why I specified tomorrow morning, or tomorrow potentially. But sure, I'll do that tomorrow.
You guys are just gonna roll over to the next day?
Sure.
Sure. Next day
I mean-
happens.
How
mean-
many
What?
s'mores did do I have?
I don't know, it's up to do.
Hang on.
Roll a D100.
She had about 3.
Okay, so she stopped on the double s'more.
Yeah.
Okay, right, that makes sense.
So, you had your nice rest in your the inn that you did manage to find. You wake up, you get your breakfast. What would you like to do?
Go around town and see if I can learn about nature in the area. See what creatures might.
Doy's
be
probably
out
gonna hang around Goon.
mountains.
Because he's a bad influence
From
and
who you would-
he's basically
from
your
which
best friend.
Who would you be getting the information within this walled city?
Do you want to go? Oh, then like check or like
Yes,
ask
it's
people.
still like, are you talking to people or are you just gonna walk up to a squirrel out in the farm and go, hey, what's up? Like, I'm just, I know what you want to do, but you got to be out in the field to do it.
Well, then I'll wait till I'm out in the field to do it.
Okay.
I'll ask around till I can find out who to register us with.
I'm not even making a roll. It's easy. It's like center of town kind of thing. That person, talk to them. Have their whole group there.
Oh, the other people that were telling me about it.
You need your whole group that's going to participate there to register.
Okay. Well, I'll try to convince everyone to show up, including
Marble
the
can't
people
say
that
no
aren't here.
because he's not here.
Yeah.
Which is like the perfect time for him not be here.
Well, I figured the mention of coin would be
And-
enough to.
Oh yeah, he would do that.
Coin in combat
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
the 1,000 gold, he'd show up.
And the word would allow Smirf to spread the word.
Yeah.
And much in the same way, you know at least one other group's trying to.
Yeah. It's crowded
Second.
city.
Let's see. So you get up to the middle of the town. You manage to get everybody there. I'm not going to say it's too hard. There's just a registered person. But all right, you're going to join. That makes you. Do you have a name for yourselves, or are you just going to be going by a group?
Well,
We've got a few.
We're the deep divers.
We got. We've got a few
Oh,
that
boy.
are just going unnamed, so
the what?
don't be stressed.
The deep divers.
Who would? What kind of name?
You
I
did.
mean,
I wasn't aware that
You
that was
weren't there,
our
Goon.
name.
He came up with that after. I thought.
No, I think
Goon was?
when we took out that
Oh, it was the
camp,
You're right. I'm sorry.
orc camp.
Yep. I mentioned it a couple of times that we were the.
That is that's the name of the adventuring party from the book when I was a child.
Oh, fantastic! Then we're already heroes.
Oh boy. The deep divers.
And you got a better idea? I tell you, Toy, what should we call ourselves? The Schmore Destroyers.
Do note that
Doya's
if you
eyes
win,
glass
this
over
is
in memory
going
of
to be
those.
The name announced.
The six Musketeers.
Doya's eyes light up at that name,
You get a few.
and she
like,
reflects on her memory of enjoying those s'mores the previous night, and then she nods her head repeatedly.
Wow. Bring it back to me.
Yeah, what?
Sorry,
Oh,
you
he's
were
just
laughing
listening
into your
to it.
mic.
Oh, sorry.
It was like kind of stuff.
No, I was laughing. I bumped my mic in
Oh.
front of my mouth.
But yeah, the person's like noting some of you in the back maybe being a little less excited about the prospect of this name. He's like, do note that this is going to be the name announced at the end of the day. You might want to.
Yep. The
Up
five
to you.
s'mores. Five
Don't
Let
know
us-
what we're going to call ourselves, but I am vetoing that.
And
This,
I'm gonna
uh,
say Marble Smearf is gonna veto as well. Marble's not gonna say anything. This is under his eyes.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Coming up with a name, we might need a minute here.
So you don't have to. There's plenty of groups that didn't care enough and will just be known as Group 4. You, in fact,
Alright,
will be
oh,
Group
how about-
6.
How about the Doya Turtles?
No, actually, you'll be Group 7.
None of us are. Only one of us is a turtle, so
6. Sorry, Group 6.
We're like turtles in training, you know, like she's teaching us her ways.
You want me to just write down, like, just your individual name, just say Group 6? Group 6?
Group 6 is fine for now.
Okay.
If we come up with one if we win, maybe we'll decide on one.
Sure. And they take your individual names.
Hi, I'm
Six.
Doya.
They said the biggest rule: don't kill other contestants or get them in a
knew it.
position that would get them killed, even if that means traps or leering something onto them, just it's trying to be fair, don't get them killed. But that's
What?
the rule.
What is the quarry? If I
The
may ask?
largest, you have to go out into a particular area. They'll show you a map, and I'll go back over here. And give me a second. Hey, some of you saw this circle.
We're not hunting for a quarry. That's for like stones and stuff.
See this this little outline down here?
Yeah.
They'll show you this on the map, basically between this North Lake, the South Lake, the plains that are around, and the forest in the middle. That is the hunting grounds. And you come back within on the fifth morning of the 5th day. You have to be here with whatever the biggest animal, beastie you could find.
The whole corpse, or
The whole thing. It cannot be broken up into pieces for transport. You have to have. It's not a large area. With mounts, you can make it across the ground within 2 days. It is plenty of time to come back. It takes place tomorrow morning, and it goes four nights and 4 days, and then on the 5th day, 5th morning, if you're not here, you are disqualified.
all right.
We might want to bring a wagon with us, just in case we can't carry it back ourselves.
Remember, those are pretty rugged terrain too, so you have to keep it. It's all up to you. How you handle this? Just the one rule: don't get anybody killed.
We need
I don't want anybody to die from this.
Is that a rule or more of a
That being
suggestion?
said,
specifically us.
That being said, we're not liable if you get yourself killed. These are
Oh.
wild beasts, and they will fight back.
Fair enough. Okay, well, Group 6. We'll work on that. We'll workshop it a little bit. But we still have a day before the competition begins.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we should try to find some mounts, perhaps, or a wagon.
You have your own mount you came into town with. Everybody has their
Oh.
horse.
Hey.
Right, because we had horses. What do you mentioned a cart, Doya. Do you think that's something we should get? We'd have no other way to carry a beast. I mean,
It might be a
although-
good plan. Charlotte
But,
always said we need plans. And I think this is a good one.
Is that another one of our friends?
Yes. Charlotte is very smart.
Well, that's
The
good.
worst thing is, I'm pretty sure Goon has a higher intelligence score.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Goon's smart, but like in a dumb way.
Yeah. Is wisdom your dumb stat?
No, charisma. Well, I mean, wisdom's 10, so it's average.
Yeah.
Charisma dump said. No, I've got a 16 in strength, a 13 con, and an 18 wisdom.
So you have the
Okay.
day. That too.
Since we're going to be out in the field, I guess we'll take some time to gather some supplies. But
I want to go by local maps.
maybe don't do any eating competitions today.
Fine, Dad.
There are specific, like, if you're here for the hunt, you can have something in case you. Although they do kind of like frown upon it. It's like, come on, man, you're supposed to be a hunter, kind of thing.
Oh,
I
like, don't take rations because you're supposed to be like.
No. But
Surviving?
he wanted a map of the region.
Ah.
It's like they can give you a map of that area that I showed you, that small little, basically. But they kind of like, come on, you don't need that map.
Ezekiel doesn't give a
Real
shit.
men don't need real hunters don't need this kind of thing. Yeah, that's what they'll. So you can easily find one of that small little, like 4 plot that you're getting.
I just want enough to be able to use my wandering for wanderer feature from my background.
What's that do?
Just deals with maps and geography and shit.
I mean, it'll work. I mean, separately, you could probably buy. I think you might already have just a map of this region. It's one of you might. It's not hard to procure. You know, like something similar to what the other map is. Anything else?
Is there anything else we want to do in the town before we start? Do we want to inquire about the history of the hero of Valor?
Put it.
I think we might have more luck after the hunting
You
contest.
want to win the contest, and I think that might be a good idea. Get the leverage. I mean, even if we don't come in first place, I'm sure we're capable of at least coming back with. Maybe if we can't find a really cool big creature, we come back with something that tastes good. Maybe that'll win more favor. Like a.
They did say the biggest catch we can get.
Yes, I agree. But I mean, if we couldn't find something big and we had to choose between a log and say a boar, maybe at least people would be like, oh, they brought back some, bacon. That's pretty sweet.
That'd be a bad idea either.
Everyone likes bacon, right?
Mmm.
Just an idea. I mean, the tree idea is good. Goon, I won't discount it.
I appreciate that. Fought real hard on it. But you know what? They ain't ever seen no Trent before.
Well, we'll keep our eyes out. They look like trees, I assume.
Maybe. That's what I heard. Wrong.
Well, does anyone else have anything they'd like to get done in town? Sorry.
No, that's not what I'm laughing at. I don't know if you heard me laughing, but I'm laughing. That's what you said. Your treant was the second fucking encounter in the woods.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I don't know. I don't know what it looked like.
That
Oh,
treant
it's
was
over there.
nice.
Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I never told you, because it had a chance to come up. Those spores, if you never cured that, you would have died within a certain number of days and then just released more.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Right.
I was well aware. I'm well
Yeah.
aware of what those creatures were when I think it was Maya got a fight. I was like, oh, that's not gonna fucking go well.
And I'm glad the tree would have gotten it too, because he did get poisoned, but you cured him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like a certain number. You're poisoned for a certain number of hours, and a certain number of days later, you just die
die.
instantly, and then those spores pop out of you.
I feel like
Well, that
dying
would've
like
been fun.
that would make you outside the realm of the reptile.
I don't know. Well, never happened.
Mhm.
Anything else you guys want to do? You got your map. You got.
Weren't
That's it.
Goon, Jean, and I and Doya gonna be doing that drinking competition?
Sure, if
for
you
this-
want to jump on that, sure.
Hell
Anybody
yeah,
else want to do anything else? Or just watch?
Alden would want
I
to
think I'm just gonna watch.
probably want to check out any stalls that might. Damn it. That might cater to his trade.
Oh, for sure. Make an investigation check. Won't even be that hard. 18. Yeah, sure. There's tons of. There's like gunsmiths. Like anything. What are you particularly looking for? Because with that, you'll probably find it.
As much trouble as he's been getting into recently, he'd be looking he'd for any enhancements for his ballista and any other to help him with combat.
Well, the ballista is kind of a magical effect that you create for yourself. It's kind of on you. Other like things that might help in combat. What did you have in mind? There are actual firearms available. Make a. Oh, it's like just a. Need to find out.
I don't know enough about my class to really.
Oh, it's like you
say.
have proficiency in guns. If you don't want to use your handouts, I believe is something you have. Like you can just shoot a gun if you want, which is with the number. It has stats. It'll just be like a bow, but you have to reload it as a bonus action, I believe.
Well, it didn't get in the way of what was actually going on. There would be nothing wrong with that.
I think it's like an action to shoot, a bonus action to reload, but it's a bonus action to shoot your other guns, so you'd have to like reload on the net. It might interfere. There's a feat to ignore it though, but that's something else.
Might have to go Reaper and just have a whole bunch of guns and throw them away after.
I wish. Yeah, you can kind of do that, but it's like making the gun. There's no real like two-handed gun style that's supported in any way, as much as I'd like it to be. Or at least nothing that like you can't dual wield like dual fight with it. Those are not finesse weapons. They're just you'd get as much as you would shooting with one gun. No point shooting with another. Artificer is the one that gets to shoot with the offhand. So your spec gets it. There's like weapons and stuff you can pick up, leathers, armors, stuff catered. Oh yeah, if you need this. A lot of people don't know if you're going out for a hunt, you're certainly gonna need this kind of thing. You probably with a good enough eye, like, no, I don't. You gotta get a good idea. Like that's kind of just trash, whatever it is that they're selling. But it's like just like a weapon or, I mean, armor.
I would say that he'd probably want something in that case that's of higher quality, so he'd just stick with what he has.
Okay. Yeah, like if you're looking for like real like new level stuff, probably not sold here. That being said, as you're make a I want to say charisma, just a charisma check as you're kind of poking through, talking to people, seeing what they got.
Oh.
All right, you got new information. That's fine.
Low charm today.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so over to the drinking game. Whoever gets 3 failures first.
This is Constitution, right?
It would be Constitution saving throws. And, let me fucking figure shit out yet.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my thresholds are gonna be. You just keep rolling, that's fine.
Okay.
There's 6 other people.
Hmm.
And it's just the 2 of you?
I think so, at least in the group.
Alright. First one to 3 failures drops out.
Define a failure.
Getting below an increasingly high DC.
Are any of us had a failure yet?
I haven't counted any of them because I said I wasn't ready yet.
I'm not.
Well, wait.
Dulric is. Oh, sorry. Arvin. I don't think I'll be partaking in that competition.
If this is a liquor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
At
Mead.
At the risk of getting hung over before the hunt, I'm going to pass.
Oh, also, Doya in the morning make a charisma saving throw just because of the shit you ate yesterday.
Okay.
Charisma.
No, I'm sorry, Constitution.
Okay.
She wakes up
like-
just
I'm
looking
like,
like
were they
shit.
were they possessed more? Are they trying
No,
to take over
she
her
just
fucking
wakes up and
personality?
she's got bad head.
How much
13.
swords is over her
Alright.
face?
13. It's not bad. Thankfully, it's been a few hours since you didn't immediately go to the beer. But all right. So you have 6 other people with you, and making your own little line fucking charts. It's like that's kind of hand drawing these stupid little grids. I don't know why I'm doing this.
It's fine.
It's never looks good. Never even the squares you make. All right. Now you can begin for round 1. And then I get to roll. So it's other people.
Got a 22 for that first one.
No, you're re-rolling. You're not. I'm not doing
Oh!
off the ones you gave me. I said
Okay.
don't roll yet.
18.
I got a 19.
All right. It's pretty good.
That's very good.
Round 2.
That thing.
23.
It was on a 19 and then fell over to a 9. Alright, that's fine. And then it fell over to a fucking 6.
All right. Round 3.
$18.
Oh, one person drops out.
Oh!
Goon. You're lucky I don't fucking count that as a double fail. I'll give you one more round. The DC is
Thank you.
getting higher.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Woo! Hang in
would
there,
be-
goon.
Round 4. I got pass. Fail. Fail. Oh no. Oh, he's not playing, so I shouldn't have done that one. We'll mark him just to keep the number straight. Fail. And fail. Oh, no, only one person did good that game.
12.
And then 12. Fail. Fail. Goon, you're out.
Oh.
Doya, you're still in.
Woo!
So far, Goon and one other person have dropped.
Let me know when the round starts.
Yeah, it starts. Fail. Fail. One person's out.
21.
21, that's a pass. You're still going pretty strong. Oh, everybody. 2 people. All right. 2 people actually. One other person drops out. All right. I'm just trying to. Oh, nope. There's 1, 2, 3, and yourself still in. Round 6. Oh, done. Done. And
20.
done. And you got a 20. That's exactly what you needed.
Oh,
Round
shit.
6, you win. You're the last person standing.
Doya,
It went up by 2s.
Doya stands up and throws up her arms. She's like, whoa!
You're fucking. That was Sit's fucking.
Then she topples over.
Oh yeah, you're done. Make a real Constitution saving throw to see how well you're handling your. Oh, with the 20, that wasn't too bad, but it's like. Yeah, no, you fall. You're done for the bit. You won.
Thunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she fall forward or backwards?
Probably backwards.
Yeah.
Because she sat up
She's
and
stuck.
she
She's immobilized.
she's going with the momentum of standing up and she's just falls on her back. She just lays
Yep,
there.
She's just restrained.
All in
Somebody
action.
somebody's gotta help
Everybody
her.
else is out, but then some people do kind of like, oh, and try and tip you over. You're just like, you're out.
Yeah.
So at like 11 o'clock in the morning, Doy is out, passed down drunk. What you doing for the rest of the day? And you're out for 4 hours.
Maybe we should ask around to see if people know what sort of prey is out there, or what previous winners caught. This is the 23rd year, they said.
Think
Uh,
so?
Yeah, I'll try to carouse and get information about what kind of beasts may be out there, or what previous winners have brought back in the past. What trophies?
All right, well, make how investigation, or would you like to persuade people to talk to you? How are you doing that?
Yeah, I'll go around to taverns and see if there's like trophies above the bar and just chat up bartenders and stuff.
Persuasion?
Okay.
Because you're talking to people.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
like,
trying to
they
get
need to be
information.
amiable. Like, you're being a face.
Oof, not a good one.
You're not being very persuasive.
And sorry, what was it? Past things might expect, or
Yeah.
past things that might win. Man,
Go bed.
that's it. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
bad. A lot. You almost feel like a lot of us like you don't have time
I'm better at lying
to answer
than
you. Even
persuading.
you get the impression it's that there's some big fucking creatures out there, like large to huge. People have brought back.
Hmm.
And that's where you're like, that's what you're aiming for. The biggest fucking thing they could find.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'll report back and say I've had no luck.
I'd say that took you a couple hours too.
Every place is
It's
too busy.
very busy.
So I want to know what they've done with Doya. Is just leave her on the stage like that, or what did you guys do?
Probably put her back in the room at the very least.
Taking the
Yeah,
toilet.
Bree, I think would have tried to take you back to the room and at least like make sure Doya was
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else I would do.
So if you got nothing else for the day, you wanted to jump onto launch day?
Yeah, we can. We can start hunting if you want, or
Well,
do you want to wait
we'll
for?
see where we get. We'll get into
Okay.
we'll get into the start of it. If you have
Sure.
nothing else for the day, because then it'll give me an idea what I.
Yeah.
Okay. So, break of dawn. Everybody meets in like this amphitheater here, and you see the other 5 groups. Crowds all over. You see, in the other groups, they're separate. One group, you get the impression they may be from the north. There's a small kobold. They're like maybe a darker brown. They seem to have like a skull, a mask of like a skull, like Marowak vibes of
No.
this guy.
I mean, Cubone.
Yeah. Oh no, this is the next one up.
Okay.
He's a bit bigger. They're sorry, popcorn. Taller lizard person. A lizard. It's a lizard folk. Yeah, they have a bow on their back. There's Tabatsy there, robe. You all kind of don't look. Make an insight check, as there is a dwarf in robes as well, kind of standing with them. Anybody who'd like to make an insight check.
Totally not.
All right. Yeah, no, it's
Try.
And
perfectly
it was a what
natural
kind of?
group.
It was what kind of?
Insight to kind of just gauge that group.
Okay.
This is group 1. No name. They're just from the north. Green one. You're looking at the body language of the creatures that aren't dwarven, and you're not kind of you don't really care for it. Like the dwarf is standing there in charge. He is the leader of the group. Whether or not the others want him to be, you're not quite sure. On group 2, another 4 people, but some of them you've seen. You got the bugbear, big guy. He's got armor on, a big glaive up his back, looking menacing. Followed by that buff human who's got this big 2-handed hammer that almost seems to have like a flame inside it. There's a male wizard, or maybe priest. You're not quite sure. They're just in robes, standing the side, and the blue dragonborn with the 2 blades. Again, they just group from the Westlands. You've already kind of gotten the idea. It's like they're probably not nice guys either. Then group 3 is named Gnome Squad. There are 7 gnomes aligned here. One of them seems to have... You've seen the rogue. You've seen the one shooting the gun. You've seen one of them with armor already. You see another lightly armored. Well, it's like he's just wearing clothes. Not like real armor, but loose clothes. You see one with a mechanical creature beside it. And then one of them is riding that mechanical creature. And that's their group. Then there's a group of 3. Again, no name, from the north. Another bugbear, a gnome, and then just you're not sure if they're human, but they're just kind of looking like dreary person. They kind of look a little... They're there. Maybe just something along the way. Then group 5 is, some of you have met, is the name they're using is the Harvesters. There's the Tabaxi. There is a bard there who has a sword and a shield, or a dwarf there who has a sword and a shield. He seems to be like really helping cheer up the team. There's the elf and the halfling, both wearing armor and their priest regalia. There's the human you see, and there's also another. Someone short, just robed, kind of just trying to stay out of the light. But there's that group. And so you have your 5, and your group sits sitting on the other side. Everybody's eyeing each other. And basically, before I'll end it, is you can get about, traveling with your mounts, it takes, you travel about 48, it takes about 2.5 days to cross. You could go to the forest. You can go to the North Plains. You can go to the North Lake. You can go to the South Plains or the South Lake. Where would you like to go to first to search for something? And then you make your choice, and then we'll end there. It's up to you.
You want to go there?
As-
South Lake.
As you all kind of head out, you have one for the South Lake.
South Lake sounds as good as any to me.
I mean,
Alright.
And those pink dots are where all the other groups have gone.
No, zoom in over here, bro. There should only be one paint dot.
Did you cut out?
I shouldn't have.
Oh, I just heard no, and then it sounded like there
Zoom
might
in
be
over
something
here.
else.
Down here.
Down where?
Where we're painting on the map.
where your hand is.
Here, I
Do
can...
you see the blue circle?
You see the big blue circle?
Yeah.
Within that is the hunting ground. Here, another change. Like,
Oh, is
add
my
it.
cursor showing up as a dot,
Yes.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what we
cool.
know.
I
We
was
see
wondering
you.
How that worked.
So everything within this is, we got the plains, the lake, the South Plains, the South Lake, and then just the forest. Some of you have chosen South Plains or South Lake.
I
It'd
mean,
take-
things need water to live. That makes sense to me.
take you about a day and a half to get there.
So
Also
we're just
consider
going with mount with no.
you're going in
Hmm.
with mounts.
I'll buy extra rope in case we have to haul something back.
Sure. Mount that off for whatever the cost of it is.
Oh, South Lake is good, and whatever we encounter
All right.
on the way there.
Yeah, the idea is, this place is large enough for that even if you're across here, you should be able to get there, get something, and get back in time, because it's 4 days, 4 nights. Otherwise, you're out. So it'll be a day and a half to get to the lake. We'll end there for tonight, and we'll start up where that is.
Yeah.
Imagine you'll just cut straight through there because you don't want to waste any time. But cool.
Oh.
That was a fun one.
That was
A little bit
fun.
of RP.
Yeah, a little bit of
That was